Okay, good day, guys. Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. A gentle reminder to one, smash the like button, and two, subscribe to the channel. These are both free and easy ways to support the channel. So, guys, I want to talk a little bit about some interesting recent developments surrounding our star baller over there at Derby County, our star midfielder, Ravel Morrison. Some of you may know, some of you may not. If you guys have been following Ravel at Derby County, in recent times you would realize that one, the player has not been starting of late. Right? We're talking about a player who was a regular starter game in, game out for Derby County. Right? And two, when the player does feature in recent times, he has been playing as a forward, mostly in a front two. Very interesting developments. I did not know that Ravel Morrison, had the ability to play in a front two. That was news to me. But in recent times, that's been the case. For starters, we'll talk about, the player not starting. Many Reggae Boyz fans who have been following might be a little bit concerned. I personally wouldn't be too worried about it, to be honest with you. It's not a case that Ravel Morrison dropped off of form. The player was playing well up until, the last couple of times that he started, he played well, right? So I would not read it too much into it. I don't think it's an issue that the player is not playing well or the player has dropped off of form. Wayne Rooney has alluded to it a bit. He has said Ravel Morrison, obviously he'll be disappointed that he's not starting games, but he does ever so well. Right? And he's alluding to when he comes off the bench. Right? He plays well. And also he has said that it's not easy when you don't play games. So for Colin and Ravel Morrison, that attitude in training has been first class. That is what Rooney has said on the matter. So basically, he has said that, obviously Ravel Morrison might be disappointed, but he has praised his performances when he has come off the bench. And that's important to note as well. Yes, he has not been starting, but for the most part, he always makes an appearance off the bench, right? Whenever he's available, that is. He always plays, even though he's not starting. I wouldn't read too much into it. Wayne Rooney has alluded to this, guys. Then he has spoken, quite a number of times in interviews about how the squad looks in training, whether they look fresh and sharp in training, and he has alluded to this, right? In another interview, he spoke about freshening things up a bit, right? So he has spoken about that, the need to kind of, freshen things up and to have the players being as sharp as possible. He has also alluded to the packed fixture list and basically alluding to the players just needing to, just to switch things up a bit, to have that freshness, to have that sharpness because of the packed fixture list. And you guys know how it is in the English League Championship. The games come quick, the games come fast, right? So, again, I would not read too much into Wayne Rooney not starting Ravel Morrison of late. And also, as I've noticed with Wayne Rooney, he likes he's inclined to try new things, right? He's inclined to switch and shake things up a bit. And that brings me to my second, the second issue at hand, the second recent development with Ravel Morrison. When he does play in recent times, he's playing as a forward in a front two. Very interesting development. Wayne Rooney has spoken about this as well. And Wayne Rooney has stated that to have Colin and Ravel on, Colin to hold up the ball for us better than we were doing because we didn't do that well. And for Ravel to play round him gives us a different way of playing. So guys, there you have it. When we talk about Wayne Rooney seems inclined to try new things and switch things up a bit, what Wayne Rooney is saying is that Ravel Morrison playing in a front two can give Derby County rather. I keep on calling them Derby County. Ravel Morrison rather playing in a front two can give them a different dimension to their attack, right? Give them a different dynamic, right? And you know, I would say this about players like Ravel Morrison. You ever notice players that are, that have very good technical ability? They can play in multiple positions. I never knew that Ravel Morrison could play in a front two until recent times. And honestly, while the goals have not been there, the performances have been there. The player has played well. He forced one error that led to a goal and also delivered a brilliant assist. So the player has played well and has looked the part in a front two, right? He doesn't look out of place in a front two. He slots, he slots in seamlessly, right? And looks, comfortable and has performed well against West Brom. He forced that error. I mean, when it comes to hold up play, he has held up the play well to bring others into the attack around him whenever called upon, right? Challenging for first balls off goalkeeper kickouts. We see Ravel Morrison leaping into the air and winning even first balls off of goalkeeper kickouts, right? When asked to press from the front, that front line pressure, right? Closing down defenders and goalkeepers. We have seen Ravel do that and do that well. Again, because of that front line pressure that he applied, it forced that error against West Bromwich Albion, I think it was, if memory serves me right? Forced that error from the goalkeeper, and it led to a goal. It led to a goal on the part of Kazim Richards, right? That link up second striker role, that deeper line, right? Link up second striker role. He has done that very well. And we also see Ravel Morrison goal poaching as well, right? So the player has not looked out of place at all. And it's very interesting to see Ravel Morrison playing in an entirely different position, a position that I personally have never seen him play before. I also think that two other reasons for us seeing Ravel Morrison, featuring in a front two is one, injuries to key frontline players, and two, the squad, the Derby County squad was thin from day one. We all know the transfer embargo that was placed on Derby County, and so they couldn't bring in new players. So I think those two reasons are other reasons as well that has kind of forced Wayne Rooney to improvise, right? I think he has done quite a bit of improvisation, right? Forced him to try new things and to switch things up a bit, to see how things work, right? So, and credit to Wayne Rooney for being that flexible, right? So, it's very interesting to see our star midfielder playing in a front two. I personally wouldn't really want him to do that for the Reggae Boyz on a consistent basis. It's good to know that we have versatile players in our ranks that can, do a job in different areas of the park whenever called upon. But me personally, I always want to see Ravel Morrison in our midfield. Always, always, always. Right? I mean, the We don't have many players in our midfield that can do what Ravel Morrison does. That controller, that ability to guide the ball up the park, right? There are not many players in our midfield for the Reggae Boyz that can do that. But it is good. Yes, I wouldn't want to see him playing in a front two very often for us, but it is good to know that we have players in our ranks that are versatile and can play in other areas of the park, right? So, guys, that's my 2 cents, on these particular matters concerning Ravel Morrison. Stay safe, take care, smash the like button, and also subscribe if you're new. And until next time.